Hey there, it's Scott with HVAC Technician Sales Secrets. And today we got a good topic for you. And this topic is how to sell more club memberships, partnership plans, or maintenance agreements, whatever you want to call them. Now, in the past 15, 16 years, I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of technicians, a few of them phenomenal, like top of the top. Some of them really good, and a few of them just really didn't care. But I will share with you, there's some common traits. There's some common things that the best of the best technicians do when they sell maintenance plans. Okay, so first and foremost, I gotta get the big no out of the way with you, okay? At some point, you're gonna have a door approach. Now, everybody's got a little bit different version of how they treat the door approach. And I wanna talk to you about the big no, because how you believe in this sets the tone for you selling a partnership plan, a club membership, a maintenance agreement, whatever you want to call it. So let's say that you go through your process, you knock on the door, you do your door approach, and at some point within the first 5 minutes, you're talking to the homeowner, the business owner, and sharing with them what to expect. And at some point, you got to say, yeah, and we got this membership plan, and it's really cool in whatever way that you say, okay? I'm being very generic because I don't know which door approach that you're using, but I know that there's about 5 standard ones in the industry, okay? So you talk to the homeowner or the business owner in the very beginning of the call and say, hey, we've got this membership, it's fantastic. And they go, no, right? That's the big no. That's the big no. And then, so this shuts a lot of technicians down. Or because they know they're gonna get a big no, they don't even bring it up. But in the back of their mind, they're like, you know, I'm supposed to talk to the homeowner or the business owner about my club membership or my partnership plan, and I'll do it at the end, okay? So we started all the way over here, and that's the first attempt. You know, I got this cool membership, partnership plan, club membership that you really need to know about. No, I don't want it. Okay, so you've got a no out of the way right here. Well, 15, 20 minutes later, hey, I want to talk to you about this club membership plan. It would really help you. Here's some things that are going on with your equipment. And they go, no, right? Over here, no, really loud. Over here, no, not interested, okay? And then what happens is 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, you're on that call, you're talking with the homeowner, you're like, hey, you know, I know you told me no earlier, but that membership partnership plan would really help you to get longevity out of life of the equipment, energy efficiency, catch 90% of issues before they happen. And they go, no. So remember, we went no to no to no. And then, like, last of all, you know, you're getting ready to do your paperwork. You're talking to the homeowner or the business owner, and you're like, hey, I know that we talked about this club membership, this partnership plan, this agreement. It will really help you out to be on a maintenance. Here's all the reasons why. Here's the things that you should do. And we went from no to, well, I don't even know what you're talking about. Let's have this conversation. Or they go, yeah, you're right. I really need to do it. I know I needed to do it. I just didn't want to spend the money. So here's what I see. If you're a technician and you're closing club memberships, maintenance agreements, partnership plans at somewhere between 15 and 17%, here's what's happening. You're going to your sales call and you're making the offer one time. You're walking in the door and you're like, hey, I got this club membership, partnership plan, or maintenance agreement, whatever you call it. And the buyer goes, no. So you're like, all right, peace out, I'm done. I've done my job, I've done my role, I've done my responsibility. I'm not treating this like it's a sales call. I'm treating this like it's a sales call, not a performance, okay? And then, or the other thing that happens is you wait till the very end and you're like, hey, I got this really cool thing that'll help you. And they're like, no. And you get your big no at the end. You don't have the opportunity to show and demonstrate your expertise, your knowledge, your skills, your talents, your company wherewithal, the things that you do. So if you're like, Scott, I want to get good at selling whatever you call them, club memberships, partnerships, agreements, or maintenance programs, here's what you do. You figure out how to talk about that thing that you sell 4 times in a call. The number shall be 4. This is why you go to hvactechsecrets.com, drop in your name, your email, your phone number. It'll be good for you. It'll be good for you, I promise, right? hvactechsecrets.com. And there's a Facebook group. There's a lot of cool stuff there for you. So what you need to do is you need to get the big no out of the way. You need to have that ability to demonstrate that your company is good at what they do. And so when I work with technicians, a lot of times if I say, hey, what are the three biggest benefits? What are your three biggest benefits for having a club membership, a maintenance agreement, or a club plan? And they're like, they struggle. Like, you should be able to rapid fire those things off. Oh, we catch 90% of issues before they happen. We help your system with energy efficiency. And at some point in the year, we come out and do the cleaning, and we go through the entire system and make sure that it's ready for you to work when you need it. Okay? Whatever you're going to say, these three things really need to be scripted out, and you should be able to describe them further. Well, Scott, tell me more about this energy efficiency. Well, you know, if you take a 5-gallon bucket of water and put a gallon of water in it and you spin it, the faster you spin it, the heavier it gets. Hey, that's interesting. Why are you telling me that? Well, a fan motor blade, the dirtier it is, the less energy efficient the motor is. You lose efficiency, and if you lose efficiency because of weight, you're putting extra wear and tear on the bearings, the windings, whatever way the motor is built, if it's EEM, the magnets, you're putting a lot of extra wear and tear on that by not having it cleaned. And if you look up your local municipality, they probably tell you and recommend that systems need to be cleaned on a yearly basis. Okay, so that's one. Second, if I had to have a word script and a way to go down the path, hey, we catch 90% of issues before they happen. Every single summer, I'm out at a house, it's 110 degrees, and a capacitor is blown. There's a 90% chance that I would have caught that before the summer. You would have been comfortable. You wouldn't be fighting with your significant other. Your kids would be happy. Like, it's just, it makes sense. So, like, you have to be able to take those three ideas. What are the biggest three things that you can accomplish and tell the truth and be on the right path for your homeowner or for your consumer, so that they're getting taken care of, so that they have the right thing done for them? You want to sell more club memberships, partnership plans, or maintenance agreements. Here's the thing. One, you have to talk about them more. 4 times on a call. 4 times. Right? So if you're like, I'm going to talk about it 4 times in the first 15 minutes, no, don't do it that way. If you're like, hey, I'm going to talk about it 4 times in the last 15 minutes, no, don't do it that way. Separate it out across the entire call. Separate it out across the entire process. Because I will share with you, when I was a technician, here's the thing, I made this mistake. I'm thinking it's super efficient for me to go to the door with all my tools, my big heavy bag, my shop vac, all my cleaning supplies, and do this in one fell swoop. You want to know what my club membership agreement sales were? 5%. 5%. Changed it up to this process, did significantly better. Significantly better. It's not a sales call, it's a performance. So, if you don't believe in your membership agreement, like, we should start there. Like, real deal. You should be doing a good job on your cleaning of your equipment. You should be doing a good job on making sure that things are working properly. Right? If I was going to drive from Sacramento to New York City, I would take my car to a mechanic and be like, hey, can you give some once over? Because I'm about to drive this thing 3,000 miles. Now, depending upon the federal region that you live in, how much energy is used to heat and cool a home, like the southern region, the sun belt of the southern United States, like from Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, there's other states in there too. I'm not leaving you out. If you live in one of those states, I'm not leaving you out. It gets hot. Okay? Now, conversely, if you live across the top of the Northwest all the way to the Northeast, it gets cold. So it is absolutely your role and responsibility to clean the system properly to help that person be prepared for the next season. And you could use this exact story. Hey, if I was going to drive from the West Coast to the East Coast, I would make sure that I'm prepared every time I take that trip. I would take my car to a mechanic, they would go through it, I would check my tires, I would check my brakes, I would have my fluids changed. Why is your home any different? Why is your heating and air conditioning unit any different? If you want to get good at selling partnership plans, club agreements, maintenance agreements, whatever you call them, you have to get good at explaining why they're important, and you have to do a good job, and you have to believe in them. There's 3 things. Believe in them, do a good job, be able to explain them. HVACtechsecrets.com, name, email address, phone number, drop that in there, get you to the Facebook group. We'll see you soon.